What if I told you that right now, in this very moment, you are not the one truly in charge of your own life? What if the decisions you think you're making freely, the emotions you think you're choosing, the habits you think you're in control of, are actually being run by something hidden deep inside you, something you've never even met face to face? It sounds unsettling, almost like something out of a psychological thriller, but this is not fiction. This is neuroscience. This is psychology. And by the end of this video, you're going to look at your own mind in a completely different way. Welcome back to Mind Decoded. Today, we're going to answer one of the most important questions about human behavior. Does your subconscious mind control you? And the answer, as you're about to discover, is far more complex and far more fascinating than a simple yes or no. Let's start with a number that sounds almost impossible to believe. Scientists estimate that your conscious mind, the part of you that thinks, plans, and makes deliberate decisions, only accounts for around 5% of your total brain activity. That means a staggering 95% of everything happening in your mind every single day is running in the background, completely outside your awareness. This hidden 95% is what we call the subconscious mind. It's not some mystical concept from a self-help book. It's a real, measurable biological system that governs your breathing, your heartbeat, your instant reactions, your deeply ingrained habits, your emotional responses, and yes, even a huge portion of the choices you believe you're making consciously. Think about the last time you drove somewhere familiar, like your way home from work. Did you consciously think about every turn, every break, every glance in the mirror? Probably not. Your conscious mind was likely somewhere else entirely, thinking about dinner, replaying a conversation, or planning tomorrow. Yet somehow, you arrived home safely. Who was driving? Your subconscious mind was... This is just one small example of how much of your daily life is actually being handled by a part of you that never asks for permission and never explains itself. To understand how deep this control goes, we need to go back to how the subconscious mind is formed in the first place. From the moment you were born until around the age of 7, your brain was operating primarily in what neuroscientists call the theta brainwave state. This is the same brainwave state adults experience during deep meditation or hypnosis. In this state, the brain absorbs information like a sponge, without any filter, without any critical analysis, without any ability to question what it's being told. Everything you saw, heard, and experienced during those early years was recorded directly into your subconscious mind as absolute truth. The way your parents reacted to money, the way conflict was handled in your household, the words that were said to you when you made a mistake, the emotional tone of your environment. All of it went in, unfiltered, and became the invisible programming that still runs your life today. This is why so many adults find themselves repeating patterns they swore they would never repeat. Someone who grew up watching their parents argue about money might find themselves anxious every time they open their banking app, even if they're financially stable. Someone who was constantly criticized as a child might grow into an adult who sabotages their own success, not because they consciously want to fail, but because some deep subconscious part of them has learned that success invites danger or attention or disappointment. These patterns feel like personality traits, like simply who we are. But in reality, they are often just old programming running on autopilot, installed during years we don't even consciously remember. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Your subconscious mind isn't just a storage unit for old memories and beliefs. It's an active operating system, constantly working to keep you safe. Why? And it does this primarily through one mechanism: familiarity. Your subconscious mind doesn't actually care whether your life is good or bad, happy or painful, successful or stagnant. It only cares about one thing: keeping you in territory that feels familiar, because familiar feels safe, and safe feels survivable. This is why people often stay in relationships that hurt them, stay in jobs that drain them, or keep making the same financial mistakes over and over again. It's not because they enjoy the pain. It's because some part of their subconscious mind has learned that this particular type of pain is survivable, while the unknown territory of change feels far more threatening, even if that change would actually lead to a better life. This explains one of the most frustrating experiences many people go through: setting a goal with full conscious determination and then watching themselves subconsciously sabotage it. You decide you want to save more money, and somehow unexpected expenses keep appearing. You decide you want to start exercising consistently, and somehow motivation mysteriously disappears after a week. You decide you want to pursue a bigger opportunity, and somehow self-doubt and procrastination take over right when you're closest to taking action. This isn't a lack of willpower. This is your subconscious mind operating exactly as it was designed to, protecting the familiar identity it has built for you, even when that identity is holding you back. Let's talk about identity for a moment. All because this is where the subconscious mind's influence becomes almost impossible to ignore. Your subconscious mind has built an entire internal model of who you are, what you're capable of, what you deserve, and what's realistic for someone like you. This model was built from years of feedback from your environment, your experiences, your successes, and your failures. And here's the critical part. Your subconscious mind will always work to make your outer reality match this inner identity, even if that identity is limiting, even if that identity is based on outdated information from 20 years ago. I'm not the kind of person who succeeds easily, that no matter how many motivational videos you watch, no matter how many goals you write down, your subconscious mind will quietly work behind the scenes to keep your external results consistent with that internal belief. This is often called self-sabotage, but that term is a little misleading because it implies malicious intent, as if part of you is trying to hurt you on purpose. In reality, your subconscious mind believes it's protecting you. It's not trying to ruin your life. It's trying to keep your life predictable, because to your subconscious mind, predictable equals survivable, and survivable is the only goal that matters. So does this mean we're simply prisoners of our subconscious programming, doomed to repeat the same patterns forever? Absolutely not. And this is where the real power of understanding your subconscious mind comes in. The subconscious mind is not fixed. It's not permanent. It's not who you truly are at your core. It's simply a program. A very old, very deeply ingrained program, but a program nonetheless. And any program can be updated if you know how to access it. The first step to updating your subconscious programming is awareness. This might sound simple, almost too simple to matter, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools available to you. Your subconscious mind operates in the dark, completely unnoticed, precisely because you've never stopped to examine it. The moment you start observing your own patterns, your automatic reactions, your recurring excuses, your instinctive fears, you begin shining a light into a part of your mind that has been running unchecked for years. And once something is brought into conscious awareness, it loses a significant amount of its automatic power over you.